Unit 12, A Divided Nation. Arguments over what should be done with land in the West and how California should be admitted to the Union resulted in the Compromise of 1850. California entered as a free state. The issue of slavery in all of their territories would be decided by popular sovereignty, or a popular vote. This effectively ended the Missouri Compromise. The slave trade was also banned in Washington, D.C., although a stricter Fugitive Slave Act was passed to help slave owners recover runaway slaves. The Fugitive Slave Act was opposed by many in the North as unfair and illegal. Many free African Americans were arrested and sent down south into slavery. Judges got more for sending a person south than for setting them free. Many Northerners responded by forming anti-slavery societies and writing anti-slavery literature, like Uncle Tom's Cabin, which described how cruel slavery was. The Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854 divided the rest of the Louisiana Purchase into two territories, in which popular sovereignty would decide if there would be slavery or not. Pro-slavery supporters from Missouri moved into Kansas to vote in pro-slavery leaders. Fighting erupted in Bleeding, Kansas, between pro- and anti-slavery groups, which killed about 200 people before a new governor restored order. In response to this and other pro-slavery actions, a group of Northerners formed the Republican Party, which was opposed to the expansion of slavery. The Dred Scott decision further angered anti-slavery groups, as the Supreme Court ruled that African Americans were not citizens and had no right to sue in court. That, as a consequence, Dred Scott was still a slave, and lastly, that the government could not ban slavery anywhere in the United States. John Brown responded to these pro-slavery victories by attempting to start a rebellion of slaves at Harper's Ferry in Virginia. He failed, but his capture and execution inspired other anti-slavery forces and also worried pro-slavery Southerners. In the election of 1860, Abraham Lincoln won the election despite not gaining a single electoral vote, college vote, in the South. The country was completely divided over the issue of slavery. Lincoln only campaigned to stop the spread of slavery, but Southern states feared that he would ban it completely. South Carolina was the first state to leave the Union, and it was shortly followed by 6 others, who formed the Confederate States of America. Lincoln opposed this move as illegal and promised to protect and preserve the Union.